National Football League. And we've got the Vikings' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next on EA Sports.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Moore last week, 5 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What's the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A good position to be in here, second and inches. The Vikings at 11-3 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And he's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people are trying to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. And Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take it in at the 3. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Booth. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slam route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah,
this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Booth. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down. Booth. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So we've reached half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vikings offense making their way back out. And let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now gets a bye in the first round. Win your division, get to the playoffs, celebrate that. And by the way, they are guaranteed a home game. That's a good way to start the playoffs.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down. And he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Booth. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Booth. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
To throw on 2nd down. Booth. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Booth. He's going to go up top again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series in the 2nd half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for it as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down.
He's got him in, complete, past the 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And here's a handoff. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, left side. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to... Return touchdown as this will be. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Finding room at midfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. They'll keep it on the ground. Ross, he will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Hard to have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That pass complete to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now they'll run on the draw. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance.